Hey guys, Micah here with TactiCalifornia. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're discussing a lawsuit that has currently been filed against the state of California. You're going to want to listen. Stay tuned. All right, so the National Rifle Association's Institute of Legislative Action, or the NRA-ILA, has announced that it is backing, along with California's Pistol and Rifle Association, which is a subdivision of the NRA essentially, but it's for California primarily. Both those institutions have announced that they are backing a lawsuit that's taking place right here in our home state of California. Now, this lawsuit is called Rupp v. Becerra. Xavier Becerra, I'm not sure exactly how you're supposed to pronounce it, is our current Attorney General here in the state of California. That means he's in charge of the Department of Justice, and it means, of course, he's anti-gun, and he's in a place of high power, and he wants to see guns basically banned from California altogether. Now, what this lawsuit is actually fighting is the Assault Weapons Registry that occurred in 2016. For those of you who don't know, real quick, we're gonna fill you in. In 2016, a lot of bills passed, but one that really hurt us was the Assault Weapons Registry Act. I can't remember if that's exactly what it was called, but essentially what it was is that if you have any semi-automatic center-fired rifle with features, meaning collapsible stock, detachable magazines, flash hiders, pistol grips, all sorts of nonsense. If you have an AR-15 or an AK of any kind, or a Tavor, Vector, whatever it is, a 6-hour MPX, any of those guns are going to be considered assault weapons at the beginning of 2017. Basically, any favorite firearm that you have that's a semi-automatic center-fired rifle is now an assault weapon, a super evil assault weapon according to the state of California. And what that means is you can no longer purchase one over the counter. If you did not own one of those guns prior to 2017, meaning December 31st, it was in your possession in 2016, you can no longer buy an AR-15, AK, Tavor, whatever it is. You can't buy any of those anymore over the counter without it being super dorkified in this featureless configuration or having what's called an AR mag lock or Patriot button. They're really kind of stupid workarounds, but you can't have ARs. Even with a bullet button, you can't have them. As if that wasn't bad enough, those of us who are smart enough to have those firearms prior to 2017, now we're legally required to re-register them as assault weapons with the state of California before the end of 2017. So by 2018, all of them must be registered as evil assault weapons. Now, the DOJ had regulations in place of how to do that. Those regulations were so absurd and they were adding law to law that basically the Office of Administrative Law here in California gave them the heads up. Hey, we're not going to pass this. This is ludicrous. You need to go back to the drawing board and come up with reasonable expectations for the registration process. And that was back in February, I believe. Late February is when those got pulled. And since then, we have no instructions on how to do this. If you want to register your firearm as an assault weapon with the state of California, you currently can't. So what this lawsuit is it's essentially saying that was completely unconstitutional. You can't do that. You can't limit people's access to semi-automatic center-fired rifles just by calling them assault weapons. Now, what does this mean for California exactly? I don't really know. I don't know where this lawsuit's going. I don't know if it's really going to just kind of die in the courts. I don't know if it's going to take a really long time. I don't know if it's going to delay us having to register them in time. There's no information out there. This is all speculation. But one thing I can definitely tell you guys is keep your ear to the ground. Really pay attention to this lawsuit. It's definitely going to change things here in California if it gains traction and moves to the courts in our favor. So what do we do? What do us conservatives do to make this a reality, to make this exactly what we want it to be, to help it go through the courts? Well, it's quite simple. Fights like this need money. You need money to fight in the courts, and it's going to take a lot of it. Now, I personally am a member of the NRA, and I currently am a member of the California Pistol Rifle Association, and my money is going directly towards contributing to that lawsuit. Now, of course, it's not my $25 fee here and me pitching in $50 here and $70. It's not directly going to it, but you guys get what I mean, right? I'm funding the head of the snake that is coming into my state and trying to help me out. So if I can do that in any way, I will. Now, I'm not a spokesperson for the NRA. I'm not a counselor for the NRA. I am an NRA certified firearms instructor, but that's as far as my relationship with the NRA goes. I'm not trying to gain money for them. I really believe in what's going on, though. And I'll even say this really isn't even the NRA's fight, but they can help fund this fight, and that's what I'm excited about. That's why I'm giving money to the NRA. Hope you guys will consider doing the same. If you like this video, please click like down below and subscribe to the channel for more California gun news. I'm Micah with TactiCalifornia. Thanks for watching.